The credits rolled, the lights went down, but I stayed in my seat. Like love might change its mind and come back for me. You said goodbye like it was done, like nothing else remained. But I kept searching every word for reasons you didn't say. Your shadow left before you did, your heart was already gone. I watched you walk toward the future while I stayed holding on. You closed the book without a tear, I kept reading every line, hoping the ending would rewrite if I just gave it time. I waited past the ending when love had let me go. I stood there in the silence after the final note. You found peace in leaving, I found truth in pain. I waited past the ending, calling out your name. Your side of the bed still knows your shape, like it's waiting to. I talk to empty rooms at night, like they might answer you. I learned how loud a heartbeat gets when it's breaking slow. I learned how hope can bleed you dry if you never let it go. You stop believing long before the last goodbye was said. I kept loving what we were inside my head. I waited past the ending, past everyone inside. I held on to the memory while you moved on in time. You said we're better this way, but I stayed anyway. I waited past the ending till love walked away. Maybe I should've left with you instead of letting you leave, but I thought love meant staying even when it bleeds. I would've waited forever if that's what love required, but forever doesn't matter when you've already retired. I waited past the ending when nothing was left to save. I stood where love fell apart and called it being brave. If you ever look back once and wonder where I've been, I waited past the ending, still believing in The screen went black, the room stayed quiet. Everyone else moved on. I waited past the ending till waiting was all I had left. Your shadow stayed a little while after you were gone, like even it wasn't ready to admit we were done. I said nothing, you said enough. We let the moment bleed, somewhere between your last exhale and what you couldn't be. I thought love meant holding on till the pain was gone, but you taught me some goodbyes go on and on. I'm still standing in goodbye where you last off your heart. I stayed with all the pain. I'm still standing in goodbye, watching love walk away. Your side of the bed stays cool like it remembers you. Asleep in the quiet you left like it's the closest truth. Every almost haunts my chest, every maybe hurts. I built a home inside your arms, then learned how leaving works. You found peace in letting go. I found scars in staying still. You closed the door behind you. I never will. I'm still standing in goodbye at the edge of what we were. You turned pain into a reason. I turned love into a blur. You said time would heal it all, but time just knows my name. I'm still standing in goodbye with nothing left to say. If love was just a moment, then we had our share. But I lived in the forever you never planned to bear. I'd break my heart again if it meant you feel it too. Just once, just long enough to know what losing you can do. I'm still standing in goodbye, not brave, just unable to move. Still believing you'll turn around like you used to do. If you ever hear my silence calling out your name, no, I'm still standing in goodbye and loving you the same. When you finally disappear from everything I do, I'll still be standing in goodbye, just learning how to lose. You packed your distance quietly while I was holding on. I felt you leaving long before you ever said you're gone. You smiled like everything was fine, but your eyes were halfway out. You spoke in almost in delays. I spoke in love and doubt. I traced the cracks inside your voice where truth began to leak. You were already disappearing while I was still weak. I tried to love you louder, hoping you were the sound, but you were learning how to leave before I felt the ground. I loved while you escaped, I stayed while you withdrew. I gave you all my heart while you were halfway through. You called it finding yourself, I called it losing you. I loved while you escaped and called it something true. Your name still waits in every room like it expects you back. I memorize the way it hurts to replay what we had. You left your silence in my chest, a weight I couldn't move. I built my future on your words, you built your ex-route. I held the door with bleeding hands, you never turned around. I kept believing love could stop what had already found its ground. I loved while you escaped through doors I couldn't see. You chose relief over regret, I chose you over distance for a temporary dark. I would have followed anywhere if you would ask me to. But you were running from us while I was running to you. I loved while you escaped till there was nothing left. I stayed inside the wreckage. You called a step ahead. If you ever missed the way I loved you without defense, I loved while you escaped past the point of common sense. You found freedom in the leaving. I found silence in the sky. I loved while you escaped, and I'm still here anyway. The world kept spinning after you, like nothing ever changed. But time froze the second you stopped saying my name. You packed your future in one night, left mine in disarray. You said you'll be okay someday, then walked the other way. Your laughter faded down the street. I felt my heartbeat drop. You stepped into your new life, and that's the moment I stopped. You learned how to forget us fast. I learned how not to breathe. You carried hope in both your hands. I carried memories. You moved on, I stopped at the last thing we were. You found light in tomorrow. I stayed lost in the blur. You called it letting go. I called it losing you. You moved on, I stopped, and time broke in two. Your name still sleeps inside my phone like it's afraid to ring. I hold on to the almost and everything in between. I measure nights and heartbeats, days and what went wrong. I thought I've been keep walking, but I've been standing too long. You closed the door without a doubt. I stayed behind the line. You found yourself a brand new now. I lost the rest of mine. You moved on, I stopped where your shadow disappeared. You found peace in the silence. I found fear. You said time heals everything, but time just knows my name. You moved on, I stopped. If loving you was a mistake, I'd make it all again. I'd rather break 1,000 times than never feel you then. I waited for a sign from you, but signs don't look back. You kept on walking forward, I stayed where love cracked. You moved on, I stopped. Not brave, just unable to go. Still living in the echo of the life we didn't know. If you ever wonder why my forever went wrong, you moved on, I stopped. Still the world keeps spinning after you, but I'm still on that spot. You moved on, I stopped. You said, just give it time. So I stayed right where you left me. Every promise in your eyes felt like truth until it wasn't. Your name still lives on my phone, like it never learned goodbye. I kept believing you'd come back while the seasons passed me by. I learned how silence sounds when hope won't make a sound. Waiting hurt more than leaving, that's the truth I never knew. You walked out into your freedom, I stay breaking over you. Every night I held the door like love was coming through. You found peace, then let it go. Waiting hurt than leave. I slept beside your absence like it was still warm somehow. Every maybe that you gave me is a scar I carry now. I defended all your reasons when they hurt me in the end. I chose pain that felt like love over truth that felt like them. You didn't mean to hurt me, but you never meant to stay. Waiting hurt more than leaving, more than watching you walk away. You erased me from your future, I erased myself each day. I kept breathing for the hope you already outgrew. You learned how to more than leave. If loving you was losing, I paid the price in time. I waited past the warning signs, past every dying line. I would have stayed forever if you would ask me to, but you asked me if you waited and nothing left to do. Tell me, was I ever hard to? Waiting hurt more than leaving. Now I finally see the truth. Some goodbyes are merciful, some just slowly ruin you. I don't hate you, I just ache for the man I used to be. You found your way to healing, waiting broke what was left of me. If I ever love again, I won't beg a heart to stay. Some exits save your life, but waiting takes it away. The road was quiet after you, streetlights blurred like tears. I kept driving through the night, past all my almost years. We were supposed to turn back there where love still felt like home, but I kept hoping one moment would bring you back somehow. Your voice still lives inside my head, saying we're almost fine. I miss the sign, I miss the truth. I crossed the final line. You stepped out while I stayed in, still gripping what we were. I watched you fade in the mirror as my hands began to hurt. My heart missed the exit where I should have let you go. I'm lost in all these memories with nowhere left to go. Every mile just pulls me deeper into what I can't forget. If love's a map, then I was blind. I trusted every sign. You chose a different end and one stayed behind. My heart missed the exit when you walked out that door. I thought, let me keep going, even when it hurts more. I waited out the red lights. You never stopped for me. My heart missed the exit. Now I'm stranded in between. Maybe love is knowing when to slow down, let things end. But I was still believing in us around the bend. I'd crash into the past again if it meant one more try. I'd miss that exit every time just to hear you say goodbye. My heart missed the exit, and I paid the price in tears. I turned our dreams to distance and our future into years. If you ever look back once and wonder where I went, I'm still here on that highway where my heart missed the exit. If loving you was wrong, I never learned the right way. I'm still waiting in the car on the road you drove away. I watched the door close softly, like it didn't hurt at all. You said we talk tomorrow, but tomorrow never called. Your sweater's still beside me. Your silence fills the room. I keep breathing in the memories like that's the only truth. They say the heart is strong, but mine forgot to move on. I stayed where love ended, where your shadow still remains. You walked into your freedom. I learned the shape of pain. I waited for your footsteps, but heard the world move on. You found a brand new beginning. I stayed where love ended, alone. The nights don't ask permission, they just fall and take their time. Every song we used to love feels like it's drawing blood inside. I practiced letting go, but my hands still reach for you. I held on to the promise you already outgrew. You said it wasn't easy, but leaving didn't look hard to you. I stayed where love ended, where hope forgot my name. You erased me from your future. I kept you all the same. I prayed for just a sign, a reason to hold on. You found a way to heal. I stayed where love ended, gone. If loving you was foolish, I still make that mistake. I would break 1,000 times just to feel you stay. I waited past the warning signs, past the truth I knew. I stayed when love was dying, because you ever think of me in a quiet, broken way? No, my heart still lives there where love ended and you walked away. The room is loud with nothing now. Your echo's all that stays. I breathe your name in empty air and watch the light decay. Your coffee cup still by the sink, like you'll come back tonight. Your jacket hangs behind the door, still shaped like you still write. I talk to walls, I talk to time, it never answers me. You said goodbye so quietly, you killed me silently. You walked away without a sound, left the door but not a sign. Now every clock is frozen here, somewhere between yours and mine. You left, I learned silence, how to cry without a sound, how I waited conversations that never come around. I loved you in the absence, I bled between the lines. You left, I learned silence and called it surviving time. I sleep on half of this cold bed, like you still need the space. I memorize the way it hurts and I forget your face. You left some sorry haunts my nights, like it still needs to land. I hold my phone, like it might ring, but it just shakes my hand. Every song feels incomplete, every road avoids your name. I keep pretending I'm okay, but waiting feels the same. You left, I learned silence, how to smile when I break. I learned how to breathe alone for your unfinished sake. I loved you in the distance, I waited past the signs. You left, I learned silence and lost the rest of time. If you ever miss the sound of someone saying your name, no, I swallowed all my love so you wouldn't feel the pain. I stood still while life moved on, hoping you would return, but loving you is my last lesson, and silence what I learned. You left, I learned silence, not the peace, just the void. I learned how hearts keep beating after being destroyed. I'm still here in the waiting, still praying you'll arrive. You left, I learned silence and somehow stayed alive. If love is meant to come back, mine knows where to find you. Until then I'll stay quiet, like you taught me to. The train pulled out without a sound, I watched it take your name. I stayed behind with everything you said would never change. We traced our dreams on borrowed time, on streets we thought were ours. You promised we'd arrive together, no matter how far. promised by love didn't take me along. When you chose to move on, I stood still while the world learned your song. You found wings, I found weight in the silence you made. Love didn't take me along. I stayed breaking, waiting alone. Your laughter lives in every room, but never stays too long. I replay all the almost till the hope feels wrong. I learned how absence fills the space where love was meant to grow. I keep a seat beside my heart, you'll never know. You ran toward a brighter sky, I stayed with every doubt. I loved you past the leaving point, found your way out. Love didn't take me along. When you closed that door, I held on to the echo of what we were before. You found peace, I found pain in the plans we betrayed. Love didn't take me along. Now I'm lost in yesterday. If love is meant to save us, why did it leave me here? I gave you all the best of me and kept my deepest fear. I would have followed anywhere if you had turned around. But love shows you to keep moving and me to stay unwound. Love didn't take me along. I was never prepared to watch you chase tomorrow while I slept with the past. If you ever missed the way I loved you without pause, love didn't take me along, but it left me with your scars. So I wait where you let go, still holding what went. Love didn't take me along, but I kept loving on. But I kept loving on. The clock still moves, but I don't. Since you slipped out of my view, every second feels too heavy. I'm holding time without you. Your name is carved in every hour that I try to get through. I replay the way you left, like it might change if I do. You said love shouldn't hurt this much, then turned and walked away. Now every minute asks me why you didn't choose to stay. I keep the door unlocked tonight, like hope might wander in. I count the cracks in silent walls where we might have been. I'm holding time without you, like it owes me something more. I stand still in yesterday while you're knocking on new doors. You found life and moving on. I found truth in blue. I'm holding time without you, and it's breaking me in two. Your side of the bed remembers the way you used to be. I sleep beside the absence you left inside of me. Every soon we never reached, every plan that fell apart. I keep them ticking in my chest like a second heart. built to stay in places they've outgrown. But if you ever miss the sound of someone who still cares, no, I'm frozen in the moment. You weren't there. I'm holding time without you. Not strong, just scared to move. I keep breathing in the space where I once breathed you. If love ever circles back and asks what I've been through, tell it I've been holding time since I lost you. The clock still moves, but I don't. I'm still here, holding time without you.